see you.
You close your eyes and fake
Total darkness. Here it will be.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. To rule the world in the spinal cord.
From what I can see.
Foolhardy. Do you...
with your eyes still closed. The first thing you feel as you open your eyes, you have become a flawless interlocking mechanism, a flesh and bone approximation of the throb coming from the speaker setup of the one called Eggheads, free from
Oh my God!
with his reel-to-reel mixer block. He throws a screwdriver and a bunch of drill chucks into the corner and explodes.
What's going on here? Delinquents.
This is clearly a Code 31 emergency. The lieutenant squeezes. He's having trouble.
What's happening? How the hell are you dancing with a broken leg of yours? Good for you. What?
Who's the one in charge? You.
Are you kidding me? Get my what on?
Sheesh, okay.
Okay, you psychopath. I see what you're doing there. It's nuts!
Yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah? I did fit now.
The lieutenant begins to heel kick the church floor with such intensity, it's reasonable to fear he'll kick a hole right through it, causing the floor to crack and the pillars to collapse, bringing the church roof down on all of you. It doesn't look like it. Part of it is amazed you're both able to just dance after all these horrifying events. The young woman lifts her headphone.
Asil? Aren't you going to dance? No, recording.
The lead programmer throws the other young woman a knowing glance. Before turning, the young man immediately bounces up and down, then assumes the same dance pattern. The authority of the law is keep the dynamic motion of your flailing body. You feel as if turning on the hyperdrive would be a point of no return.
Here we go. Hardcore. The sound of
What now? The sound?
above my head.
Okay, this is too imbecile. Excuse me.
On the coast of the Martinez Inlet, in a small weather-beaten stave church built 380 years ago by settlers from the Occident, most likely to guard against an
I am La Rebachel. I am the city. I am a fragment of my heart is the wind. Come morning, I carry industrial. I've seen you. I've seen you. I've seen. The modulations of my voice are noted down. I also reside in your. You are an officer of the citizens' militia. You move through my streets freely in motor carriages. I need you. You can.
An officer of the RCM is lying on the floor of a small church.
Had a good rest there?
Fuck yeah! I bet you did. Those were.
That's all great, but we should really get going.
You might be imagining it.
Man! Now imagine if we could do that, right? End of human development. Mission all right.
You're absolutely beat.
Goodbye.
Officer.
You're not limping. She sounds almost disappointed with you, reprimanding you for falling.
Everyone does that, in a way. What happened to you anyway?
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine. It's nothing to be worried about.
So you're a killer? That's good, I guess. Better than being...
She just looks at you, her T-length.
That's nothing to brag.
It's not serious.
Of course. Can I help you with some... That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead. If you promise to bring it back, and no scraping the hull.
Of course, ma'am. It's on...
Aye.
The crow's feet disappear.
I'm sad to hear that.
That's cool. You boast in your... Hasn't been there herself.
My husband used to drink there. Him and his drinking buddy.
This must be one of the many
The kids sometimes go there too. I know they do. The twins. God forbid they bring the girl along on some rickety...
Can we maybe ask your twins about that place?
Be my guest. They were strange. Well, most of it's sunken. Underwater. That means concrete underwater. Cut your...
Aye, aye, Captain.
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her up, but it...
Our tenant, Though I suppose you took the worst of it. I'm not sure verse...
Then we'll be. The scruffy-haired
That's iron. That's, nothing. And we make a fire. We make a fire. Mm-hmm. Gather this.
bullet shells. There are a lot of them left over.
I don't know what these are. They're lights.
Your nerve endings, they must mean a human.
No. Yes.
Let's go with yes.
Because he asks to put the fire out. I don't know. He doesn't like it. Yes.
Because he doesn't.
I don't know.
Did you mean there are...
Yes. No, he doesn't live. No, he lives there. He doesn't live there. He isn't there, so...
Anything else?
I don't know. We ran. Our father didn't say that. He didn't. I don't know. Doesn't even have anything to do.
The two things are unconnected. Your question didn't make sense.
There's
Lights. Fire guy. We should...
A skiff. The boat's belly is a shiny yellow. Once you get in, that's it. One pull of the starter handle. And have you made all the necessary preparation? Remember what the net picker said. It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this.
What? Fine. Let's...
Sad FM is a radio.
Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever. Eternally. Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever. Eternally.
boat comes to a slow stop. The lieutenant turns the engine off. Then there's silence. In the silence, a sputter of wings.
Let's go.
The chain trails off into the ocean.
Ah, yes. So it seems. For bringing munitions to the island?
As a defensive measure.
From enemies. Enemies.
The dry grass crackles under your feet as the flock of quail departs. Now more than on the islet, there is almost like a silent awe of great importance to the few who attend.
Yes? I have. Is that why we're stopping?
The lieutenant nods. Air flows out of a pillbox window. Called a mamada. We are way out. No. A low hum. The faraway roar of the city, a silent hiss. ICM. This
Insulindian Citizens Militia. It
sounds an awful lot like.
It does. The RCM may. It's impossible to say.
Nice political thoughts. It's going to be hard to say them. Carrying around all that weight on a busted crutch is
That's just a coincidence, officer. The co-mail was found. No. And
with its horns in the sky.
no, that's the
A DeLorean era symbol.
After 44 years, one of these barrels was still leaking.
An old cylindrical generator is nested above the ammo lift. The lieutenant puts...
It's cold now, but someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired. I don't know.
That is his idea of a joke.
Someone with basic electrical skills as
The wind outside
liquid carbon. I would imagine the kind that's favored.
If anyone's
Downstairs, someone...
a hollow ring. There's a greasy old spring mat.
Someone has been squatting here.
You force the rest of the scent.
You know, officer, you can rest here if you are feeling tired. I will keep watch. You could use some rest for what's ahead.
You face the concrete wall. There's less light there, in the dark corner. Like a dog, you lie there. The blanket feels cold. You feel yourself standing up in the darkness, right next to the mattress. Sleep. Dolores Day, the innocence of humanism. Internet. Okay, don't say what you don't even want. Let her go. This is the Holy Queen.
No, Harry. No. I don't want him. We don't have anything to talk about anymore. Every combination of it's all gone. I have to go to the aerodrome.
Oh God, whatever you do, don't try to kiss her yet. Not after that. You're still reeling. You'll fall over if you try now. With your feet trembling from the steps you took, tepid, she is not kissing you back. The moment is ending. She is going to move her face away from yours. Trying hard not to look at you. Brother, you should put me in front of a firing squad. I have no words for how I failed you.
No, I'm just Dora. Why did you do that to yourself? You know I don't...
She breathes out heavily, as if something painful has passed. She shakes her head one more time.
No, Harry. Not yet. I'm pregnant. Of course not. I terminated yours. Now, go ahead. Ask me more questions.
No, this more questions. Ask more.
We both said a lot of things.
It was her. I can feel it. I can see it in her tender long...
As Queen Regnant,
You need to recite it to her. Yeah. Put a stake through your heart. She won't get hurt. She'll bend out of the way.
Okay, Harry. Okay. It was morning and you slept. The room... It was 100 million years ago. I was someone else then. Filled to the brim with love for you.
The light of the video rental shines through her dress now. A DeLorean figure, cut in black, moves below. It's still her. Her legs. Her breasts.
And my crown of immortality. Can't you see? I can never...
You're a better man now. More level-headed. More normal.
No, it's too late. I found someone...
Your heart burns.
Harry, do you notice how none of this is very funny? I hate being that. I don't want to be anything for you. 42. That is the light ray. No human being should still remember the coolest. With your leather jacket and your boot-cut pants. The first and worst time I fell in love. I will always have... Is there really anything left? If not, we can always repeat one of the things we have already talked about. Talk about it again. If you... I don't know what you mean. Dolores Day. Yes, Harry. I am.
A tiny golden watch with red straps around her bony little...
I have to, Harry.
I was wrong. You don't have power over her anymore. You shouldn't have said that. I am wrong about everything.
No, you don't. You're just being a martyr. And I'm really I won't see you, but... Oh, Harry. This is a dream right here. I'm suffocatingly beautiful. Oh, yes. This is... See you tomorrow.
You're up quick. How was your sleep? I did not want to wake you. Perhaps I should have? Was it?
The lieutenant nodded. I understand. We've all been through similar things. It can be overcome.
Okay.
He's still worried. You must... Books and magazines lie scattered on most are soft covers. Popular depictions of man versus among what is mostly commercial.
Someone's made themselves a home.
Soft covers, serialized, fantastic. Not that you can tell. This you do. The print in some of these. Soft covers, serialized. Soft covers, serialized, fantastic. Oh yes, under the bed, there is a rather extensive collection of critical theory, that is, dour, life non-affirming left-wing literature, published by small imprint.
Ooh, Sia. Humanitarian sciences. Stands out.
Your incendiary. Wasn't there some in the communist students' room?
Well, yes.
The little books seem...
Again, I am not a
Interesting.
Again.
Interest. You see a small...
Another part of the island, probably. Maybe this is one of the doors we don't open?
He's right. It would be better to open its big brother. A powerful engine hangs under the ceiling. It must control the blast door.
All right, I retract my statement. It was naive. Let's look around and get it open.
Green paint flecks off, the keys rattle like teeth.
The console of an antique, possibly.
This device was used to...
We need to restore power before using it. We should look around out.
The boat engine.
But officer, then we would have to...
The console stands by, mutely. Nothing happens. The dial...
Insular.
strange feeling looking at the water. Yes, cold and oh fuck. No, we're not starting with that. Not perhaps there's someone there. Where it is smelling, maybe. You know, in the still mirror, eyelets and poke. There's a range
B triple prime. This looks like
a single-person mattress and an empty can of beans. The silhouette of contemporary Rivisholians prefer Druan.
I may have been wrong when I said it wasn't important. This means I didn't see any signs of smoking inside, though.
There's a firing slit in the wall in front of the springs screech trepidation. A small piece of Martinez coastline opens up. The red chimney and collapsed back of the four-story tower. A towering skyscraper. The box-shaped silhouette of the whirling in rags. It's
Do you have a line of sight to the window?
more than that.
A pair of binoculars? Or a scope of a rifle?
Cheek against the cheek rest. Hand on the hair trigger.
Good. I think we have it, Detective. The origin of the shot.
Affirmative.
It's only moderately effective cop work until we have the weapon. Where?
He does not answer. He feels.
We should move now.
There's a range.
B triple prime.
This old, the lieutenant, there's a red, the recoil start wakes the old generator up. The machine sputters like an old.
That should do it.
The heavy metal door stands as it did, firmly rusted shut into its big brother.
Fuel.
A dim golden glow.
It's on.
Automatic boot. The blast door opens with a series of clicks. A shaft of light appears, then widens as the light shines in. A sudden wave of it.
After you. So did I. I don't know.
A thin wisp.
Don't be. extra good did I do?
An old man, wearing, then spits it out into the unclouded by. He's practically tearing up from spite. Hatred got the best of him a long time ago. This man hates everything.
No. Put it down.
Or you're gonna blow my brains out before it's out of bullets.
Like an he steers on.
The future.
The present.
The present. To be afraid. Cold.
His gaze follows the rifles in on the butt. You see Vespertine writing.
Worn.
No response from the
Jacketed. Military-grade ammunition.
As he speaks, the old man keeps following your motion with his. This looked very much like the murder weapon. It could be used against him to.
Real music.
You need to address that remark.
It is the anthem of the world revolution. One of 3. In Grad, they sang Brave Children. Everyone has. They named a fucking perfume after it. Talk to her. God's shithouse.
All around you, the air slowly circulates the island. The cold dissipates. The old man watches you.
How did it go? Something about shooting rabbits. My name is yours. I am a deserter, a partisan, and a...
The commune of Revachol? Do you mean the ICM?
From the Insular Indian Citizens Militia. The army of the revolution. I left my unit on the eve of the landing. When I returned here on May 14th...
51 minus 8.
No. I was an resurrection until they turned it into 43 years and 10 months. It's not how a human being should live. But I had to.
He nods, but he can.
What have you been doing?
Hiding, fishing, waiting.
Where the afternoon grows late, on Rue de Saint-Gisle, 2 police officers step out of the Whirling in Rags cafeteria. Patrol officer Judith Minot points west. The officers go, leaving behind.
Always waiting. For her.
Her who?
Girl child. Revolution. I am not a fool. The historic opportunity for a revolution has passed. It will not come back anymore. I was just 16 years old. You could say I misunderstood. A second for reaction to take hold. Petty bourgeois terror. It's in all men. It's the same thing. You haven't...
And this was... when?
May the 13th, 08. 44 years ago. The combined might of international capital. All huddled on the floor. The artillery.
A terrible shame, still within him. The low...
No. I climbed the chain link across airships. I climbed. They'd all drowned in the lower levels, or got torn to shreds above. The anti-aircraft gun at mouth. The mask of humanity fall from... And then you see it, as it strangles and beats your friends to death. That the bourgeois are not human.
Now is not the time, Lieutenant.
I had to fight it. I could not stop anymore. It's not an island. What? The congenitally deformed King Philip II coalition military called it Operation Deathblow. Deathblow. You're one of them. Tell me, who speaks like that? We had 50 million people on Caillou alone. Iblis. The Black Eye.
Shaitan Ahura, the Darkened One.
How does anyone...
Now hold on there.
Supplies, vegetables. I collect rainwater.
How is your health?
I've been throwing up blood since winter. Red, like...
He does seem frail.
TRCM can provide medical services.
I need to die. You don't have medical facilities. You have guns. That's all they give you. Toy. I haven't. I have holes in my... I don't even know what. Inferno?
I would imagine it gets tremendously difficult.
Traitors. It's better alone. It's disgusting.
Are they not heartbroken?
It was hard in the tens.
They were
We communards still hoped, and they needed to snuff that hope out. And others too. Some cordons of Revachol was still fighting. At night, I used a dinghy. I only went after...
In the city, you move...
From bunker to bunker. Not anymore. No one cares now. I don't even have to hide. They think I'm another antisocial vagrant. I could walk straight into that town if I... So you finally found it. There must have been a small squadron's worth of arms. I know.
So you've been...
Sleeping.
You feel the dots connecting. Little dots on the map he's walked across.
The propaganda bunker.
Propaganda.
They stored leaflets there. Broadcasting. A lot of our boys did. I spent some winter... I do. They're good. I don't want to.
He does not want to see life. The old man looks across.
You're with the RCM. The coalition-appointed mob that enforces bourgeois morals in Revachol. Let's. You represent the Moralist International. The enemies of... Take me to them as a prisoner of war. I have relinquished my weapon. I can't know.
A spray of blood for Rene, the royalist on the coast, said.
Liberal reactionary sign.
Is that part of why you've been here all this time?
He just wipes the blood from his chin.
Honor is a feudal atavism. No, I am not a soldier. I am an idea trained in historical materialism.
He nods slowly. Then another tremor.
You're inert lumpen with a gun.
Detective, we have not come here to discuss ideology. We have come to ask questions.
The old man speaks.
There's nothing serious in this world. I've used it.
Here we go. A trail.
Killing people?
It's a gun. That's what they're for. I've used it.
Interesting.
There is no after.
So he's continued killing. This is it. You can feel it, like battery acid on the tip of your tongue. This is what you live for. The solution. Go in straight. No euphemisms. He doesn't like that. No. Be careful now. Slow and steady does it. Make him repeat it first. Don't mess this up. Remember, he wants to tell you. Get personal.
What did I just say?
What did I just tell you?
I don't want to...
And why did you think that was a...
The who now?
He heard you. He just wants to hear you say it again. This is dramatic flair on his part. Right choice, we're in.
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
I am a son of a welder and an officer of the...
A drop of blood in the... Exhaust him with proof. The gun, the murder, the scent of blood. Something about the tracks.
Not a lot of guns around that you...
It's a real gun. You look like imbeciles. Why don't you ask them to give you real weapons, eh?
Damn, he saw you. He's watched it happen. So he saw you. Okay. So what? Don't let it divert you.
You didn't handle anything. I watched it happen. None of those people mean anything to you.
You're getting diverted. Push the gun. Only the...
So you watched the fight? Did you like what you saw?
You don't know anything.
You know what? You're right. I'm convinced this made the shot. Should we call it? 4.46, Jack. Good. This feels good, doesn't it? Tearing things up like this.
Murder.
This pushed him, but not enough. Just a little.
I saw you poking around there, looking for evidence.
You had direct visibility. You've been here a long time, Mr.
I'm ready to die.
He's practically admitting to it. Dead fascists for fascists. Done his part.
You're sad for your fascia brother, huh?
Almost. He almost burst out there. Keep piling arguments. Anything. Wait, here it comes. The goddamn Maybells. The dried Maybells on Classy. There were Maybells in the grass when you got nowhere else. Wait, don't forget the footprints. The dye. You got it. Remember?
Damn Maybells.
He seems tender, sir.
So many this year, too? The spring is coming. No, it's already here. Wash the filth. They blossom on the islands before.
South, the Bay of...
The coast, too, before they pop.
You must get around a lot to stay undetected all...
I may. Classier, with the victim.
Don't leave any loose ends. Get him on...
Everything is brands with you individual.
Show me the souls.
Fucking imbecile.
The maker is said these are not the unusual.
The size fits, but not the soul.
Sire, he doesn't have to be wearing them right now.
Racking those brains, are you?
The lieutenant gives... The prints were his. The old man stares at his own print.
You know who he was. A coalition-trained murderer. Armored and armed. He wasn't human. The blunt end of a hammer. Beating us to the ground. Moaning with joy. You hounds get so thorough when a company-trained killer got your attention. Now you stop beating druggies and prostitutes in your basement. Now...
This is it. Shot him. Shot him. Say shot him, not killed him.
Oh, the inhumanity. What?
The lieutenant raises his... Hush. He does not need to be pushed anymore. The ball is...
I had them in my sights. Both of them. Him and the whore. I didn't think I had a shot like that in me anymore. I did. I saw him kneel there with his mouth full of death. Nothing. I went to sleep. Next morning there were Maybells everywhere. And...
Mr. Dross, are you aware?
Yes.
And you were looking at them? The victim and a young woman having sex? Through the scope of your rifle that night?
The old man...
Why?
Because that's what they would...
The motive. This, you can coax it out of him.
I don't understand. Do you?
I'm always looking.
Are you always looking?
A rifle.
And if you don't like it?
Click.
Yes.
He will not stop now. You got him going. Connect every little piece now. Wrap this up like a gift.
Them. Fucking. I didn't... Jealousy. is a
For him to stop reacting to stimuli.
and I wanted to see his headache. That's all it takes for...
This man has seen and now he to punish her.
She practically breastfed that man. You wouldn't believe the things she let him do to her.
You stare at them too. In your mind, her innocence day still turns to leaf. Airport bag in hand. Silks flowing. See you tomorrow, Harry. Her voice rings in the evening air. Burning.
No one gives a shit what you think. Since she came to Martinez, I saw her
Past the fell building on the coast.
hiding something in the water. She had a fag after she'd done it. I was up in the ruins there. Her passport and tickets to Villiers.
In the free state of Seminine, hidden away at...
After...
Did you keep what was in it? When we found the submersible, it was...
No. Why would I do...
This implied also a little inconsistency here. He was surprised to hear her name Clausia before. Would he not have seen it on the documents?
It didn't say Clausia in there. Why would I... it was something. I did. I could see who she was, too. A spook.
You could tell she was a spook?
She had different color hair on the photo. And
he's set in it, the bruises. You can't make that out.
You can't see bruises through a scope. It's just a blur.
It quickly comes to you.
Oh, yes. Cutting those drugs up.
Did you make that?
With a clip.
Good for listening in, too. For hearing the moaning and the...
Like that, too? Yes. Bending. I've been through all... Yes, that. You turn it on inside.
Those two, you hear the familiar one more loose...
How did you get in there? The hidden pinball.
I can just walk in there now after a good wash. I told...
You had to open the steel door in the...
I got that open a long time ago. Some bourgeois game merchant lived there.
And he found use for it.
There's...
The coals of his up.
Man needs to feel something else. In this fight... No. I don't really know. The day after... Yes. I don't know why I do the thing.
It's as if something put the thought there.
What do you mean, put?
A brief flash of terror.
Maybe. I told you.
A sudden pang.
If you came 10 years ago, I would have killed...
In the silence. The one more down.
Her.
The lieutenant nods at you. That's it.
Where is she? That Clausier. I haven't seen her there for days. Good for her. At night.
Midtown, across them, on the platform, a young woman is withdrawing, smaller, distant, hidden, there, on a dilapidated jetty. And he's there, doing... Special Consultant Heidelstein is up to... As the men go, patrol officer... Good luck, Harry, she thinks. You need some...
We could get more. We've got him talking.
Who knows what he's seen and done over the years? You could get more out of him. He likes talking. Enough. Take him in.
A tragic comedy. Specifically, the whole city is because of the racists. Everyone is a race pump full of steroids. Yes, the fly larvae. Not since the serfs of ancient Pericarnas. Intense, like animals. Like those. The worst of them is the blood-drenched Sucrion on her yacht. Licking her. The worst is that old cop parading around in his uniform, throwing... Every morning he's there. While the parasites that's all the rich really want. Sex with their own children. Throughout history, even the royal bloodline of the... We did good when we pushed him under the horse car. Until...
The disco whores are too much. Hatred. There was something about a statue and nihilistic advertising agency people. might be worth investigating.
Every fucking morning, the royalist ghouls played like it was life itself. I remember him. That one.
There doesn't seem to be a single person under the pine today. Not even Gaston.
Fat and plump. Like a pheasant. Just begging.
He whispers with such predatory hunger. It borders on longing.
Not yet.
I'll save the treat for later.
He is a juicy bonbon, that one. Better. I even hid one bullet, so I'd always have one. For him.
Hearing it may destabilize him. You sure you've gotten everything from him?
No. I waited too long. I waited.
I'm sorry, Mr. Dras. I understand.
They're all dead now.
If he really wanted to kill him so bad, he would have done. There must have been 1,000 black days on these islands. His health ailing.
All human beings care about each other.
He reminded him of himself.
And I blew them. Fuck you. You think I haven't seen people?
He's not okay. This is an idea, told to him by grown-ups, from radio, and then he lost it. So did they all.
I don't even care about...
Rene must have been quite a loss for him. Maybe you could still get him to talk about things that don't require as much rage. Because it's not...
I don't want to talk about God.
Rene still presses on.
Friselda first.
The flame of anger.
Glad we talked about what?
His lip.
Glad we talked about what? What? But you said I would be taken to the...
The wind picks up.
Your Wayfarer rights have been suspended. Information provided to the officers on the scene will be used against you by the prosecution. Do you...
But... No, I don't want to.
He's sweating. Beads are formed.
Your confirmation is not required, sir. Now on to the boat.
There it is again. To your... something completely different. It sounds like a...
Maybe there is room for 3 on the boat. What?
What are you talking about?
Your skin crawls. A delicate tangle of arms. It's still there.
What are you talking about? There's nothing...
The stick insect is over 3 meters tall. You feel your legs shaking under you, and you...
Tell me what you see, damn it.
I can see.
4 simple words, but that it's really there. Spin.
Be very, very careful.
The creature stands on long stilt-like, reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the hiss is different from the strings you heard before. Shh, you smell...
It is.
You glance. No, the flash will scare the creature off. Warn him.
We need a photo.
From the core. I am not palatable.
I won't be one of those.
He's letting... You see the phasmid turn to him. Its mandible antennae reaching out.
Shh.
The spindly mechanism turns itself back to you. Its antennae taking their measure of the air. Slowly, slowly, with your breath held like laughter. Hissing and clicking, it extends its mandible-like antennae to greet you. You're right below it now, looking up at the colossal chitin of its white limbs. The head of the creature is crowned by reeds, and its eyes are like small droplets of water. There is no change in the...
In 3.
The shrill flash of the camera cuts the air like the blade.
I got it.
Immortalized. The limb before you is incredibly... Warning! A small shudder passed. There is some kind of count. The stimulus overloaded it. The antennae hang from a... It is surprisingly delicate.
Be careful, detective. It's moving.
You were right. It tastes like sugar, odorless. Another shudder pulses through. No reply. A total, you were right. Little bubbles form. The faintest smell, like you've never...
Careful. It may be...
The foam slowly turns a darker, letting out that same apricot blossoms. White blossoms erupting.
I exist. Tell me what it's like for you. Yes, holy. Now, I will tell you what it's like for me. For me, it is a series of half-lit images. A kind of darkness being intruded upon. Shapes of plants and animals. I am at the end of a narrow funnel. Weightless. Are you sure? Sometimes, when molting, I will grow a lost limb. One time No. The leg tried to move around independently, making it hard to walk. Yes. Thankfully someone ate it. So am I. I was born to detect sucrose rewards and semiochemicals. What were you born to detect? He's in a bad state, deteriorating fast now. Very slowly, and only because he won't go away. It is meant to keep them from... No, you're awake. I am real. Light is foaming me. Not even the birds know that. Not even the water lily. You can also eat it.
Wait, so...
Yes, they don't mind. Yes, I once cloned myself and I am an unknown species of the order
It may have unknown.
No one unnoticed by the first settlers and the land surveyors. I have stayed hidden through 4 forms of government and 2 scientific revolutions until I was accidentally Yes, I do not have a star to display.
The deserter. He's been here for a long...
No.
It was you, coming from the west.
The moral of our encounter is... the Pale too, came with you. No one remembers it before you. The Nidarians do not. The radially symmetrics do not. It is a nervous shadow cast into the world by you. You're a violent and irrepressible miracle. We suspect it will be something like...
Instead of air, you exhale thoughts. There are no...
Everything your eyes touch goes back there, behind the nose. Please, do not do that again. No, you're only thinking it now. This is a revelation, so it is already happening. Soon, one of you will close your eyes.
It doesn't look like that, no. You're just staring at it. Okay. Is it somehow related to the case? I think you should back away from the unstudied species.
No, there is one more. Thank you. I also have one more thing to say to you before you go. That woman. Turn from the ruin. Turn and go forward. For all mankind. You cannot lie to me. Behind you, it smells so fine. She was hell on earth. It doesn't take 3 meters.
The insect stops suddenly. No. Stop. As you do, the invertebrate comes to life. It praying to you. Unwittingly, the insect could... Perhaps it is preparing to eat its god. As you're turning away, the phasmid mirrors your movements, stepping on the water, the long limbs carrying its feather weight without breaking its surface. And something under it.
It's gone. Apparently, yes. Looks like a nest of some...
What?
In some kind of...
Our suspect is not looking.
This passport.
Classia's hidden documents. From the MT boy. She said it would be for...
Catalina? I told you she kept lying to you. She's probably lying to someone else right now. In another city.
Yes, somehow she managed to lie to us. One more time.
It's Clausia. An old photo.
Maybe our man, Mr. Dross, took it from Classia's. Or perhaps. But that still doesn't explain... Like a magpie? I can see how the helmet...
Would it? Maybe it was simply...
An octopus belongs to a very... I don't know. But perhaps it's better that we didn't arrest her. Who...
What is it? What do you want from me? I can't go.
Mr. Dross?
The man does not with fear and longing. A light shiver.
He's going into some kind of
The trembling man.
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help. Old age and shock. Yes,
There's much more.
That could be part of the shock.
No response.
Then how did we see it? Oh, you mean... The doctors will have to look at this. I hope your station has better medical personnel than 57. This is... You should be more careful, detective. Are you sure it wasn't having an effect on you? A valid hunch. You mean pheromonal? The scope? Knowing of her bruises? He did seem distraught. I have absolutely forgotten to take notes.
No one would believe you without it. He stares into the reeds. Nothing. The last
If Kuno kicked it into the sea, as he said he did, the ebb would put it back.
No reaction.
Did you take this passport and not...
There.
He hears us.
No reply.
Try something else?
I lost...
He turns his eyes to the reeds again.
He lost the scope. Then it somehow made its way over there. This site is a T9, Mr.
Silence. You've gotten all the plastic. The blacks of his eyes are receding.
We should think about getting back to the mainland. To get help.
The old man's. The skiff is...
Let's. We are done here.
The skiff, but for the sound of two men and a woman, you reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.